Now, Wave 31 Storm Tracker Chief Meteorologist Jeff Castle with 31 Triple Doppler.
Well, good evening again, everyone. Latest here on Milton remains a Category 5 hurricane here in the southeastern Gulf of Mexico. 160-mile-per-hour sustained winds. 915 on the pressure. It is turning more to the northeast, which is taking it in the direction of the west coast of Florida. This is the latest track update. Again, we got this right before we came on at 10 o'clock. We're still anticipating that there is going to be some slight weakening, but it's still going to be a major hurricane. It's still going to have major impacts as it moves inland, but down to maybe Category 4 status by 8 a.m. tomorrow. 155-mile-per-hour maximum sustained winds. Maintains that Cat 4 status as it nears the coast late in the day tomorrow. By 8 o'clock in the evening, still likely just a little bit offshore. So as this comes inland, it's still going to be right around Cat 4 intensity, maybe just below as a strong Category 3. And you can see the path of potential landfall anywhere from the Tampa, St. Petersburg area down towards Fort Myers. That is going to be fair game for where this moves inland. It maintains itself as a hurricane going by Orlando still as a Category 1 hurricane, and then emerges off the east coast of Florida during the day on Thursday. And from there, it quickly races out to sea into the the western Atlantic. And at that point, of course, it will be over and done with any impacts here on the U.S. What are those impacts? Well, in addition to the wind that this is going to bring on in, coastal areas, they have to worry about that storm surge, which is how much the water levels come up above normal sea levels. And anywhere from around the Tampa Bay area, again, down to Fort Myers, that could be 12 feet or higher, which is why they evacuate the coast and they tell people to get out, because you've got that deep of water coming in, and on top of that, you've got waves crashing, being blown around by the wind, and that causes a tremendous amount of destruction. And that will be one of the bigger concerns there, at least in the immediate coastal areas. Again, the wind will penetrate inlands as it maintains itself as a hurricane, and then also a swath here from Tampa towards Daytona Beach, upwards of a foot of rain could fall as well. So we'll continue to watch that for you. Obviously, this time tomorrow is where we're going to be monitoring things very closely, as we'll be getting close to a landfall heading into Wednesday night. Around here, though, we've got no weather issues. 79 is average, near or even a couple degrees above that through the weekend. Sunday, probably our warmest day at 85. Beautiful fall conditions will continue. Next week, though, there's another cold front coming in, another push of cool air, and that may actually drop our temperatures below average as we head towards that mid-October time frame, with highs maybe around 70 and overnight lows even chillier than what we're going to see here for the next few nights. Only downside, we still could use some rain. There's still some drought in place here across portions of the Tennessee Valley, but rain is likely going to be a no-show. We just don't have anything in the forecast for at least the next 7 to 10 days. It is dry right now. Wave 31 Triple Doppler, and it will remain that way for tomorrow. Skies clear overnight tonight, and that means another day of sunshine tomorrow. We'll have plenty of that through the lunch hour and on into your Wednesday afternoon. Again, it is primarily a temperature forecast for us. Out the door in the morning, kids will maybe need a light jacket. That cool start again, just like this morning was in the low 50s, but we warm up just like we did today with that sunshine into the low 80s as school lets out in the afternoon. Here's an hour-by-hour breakdown of your forecast. 8 o'clock drive-in sunny and 56, 69 at the 10 a.m. hour. Lunchtime, we're at 77. And again, tomorrow afternoon, expecting to be back into the lower 80s for most of the areas. Might have a couple spots, mostly there in southern middle Tennessee, where temperatures hold back into the upper end of the 70s. Wave 31 Storm Tracker 10-day, nothing really changes in the coming days. We stay in the low 80s through Saturday for highs. Morning lows will stay mostly low and maybe some mid-50s. Sunday, our warmest day at 85, but then we bring in another cool shot next week. That drops our highs back into the 70s, and overnight lows, they get a little chilly down into the 40s. We're back with more